PS 510-01. Qualitative Analysis, Professor Robert Yates III, Purdue Global University, Unit 3, Assignment Part 2, John Pruett. Abstract Thesis. Every child should be able to use their imagination to play. By allowing this, the child will develop skills that they will use throughout their lifetime, such as critical thinking skills. Thesis statement and theories. Every child should be able to use their imagination to play, and by this being allowed, the child will develop skills that they will use throughout their entire lifetime. The main theory that can be in relation to this topic is the theory of mind, because playing and using the imagination, the child will learn to think and to be creative. Thesis statement and theories. When allowing a child to use his or her imagination, the cognitive theory will apply here. Hagen felt that children would gain knowledge through the dual processes of assimilation and accommodations. Playgrounds is an opportunity for the child to free play in ways that they choose. It is important for a child to use his or her brain. Allowing children to play impacts human beings. When a child is allowed to use his or her imagination when playing alone or with other children, this builds the ability to speak, think, and how to get along with other people. This shows other human beings that children do in fact have a mind of their own. The better the child can speak, the better he or she will get along with other human beings. Allowing children to play impacts human beings continued. It is very important for children to be allowed to use their imagination and to be creative. This is how stories are written. If a child uses his or her imagination when playing alone or with other children, this can improve both their thinking and speaking skills. This in turn can allow the child to relate to other human beings, such as adults. My personal experience. I grew up in the 50s and there was not a lot of money for my parents to buy me and my sibling toys, so we had to pretend play. My brothers and I would work in the fields with our parents picking cotton and vegetables. We would take the rolls from the toilet paper and make telescopes out of them and pretend that we were explorers. We had so much fun doing that, and it prepared us for when we started to school to learn to share with each other. Conducting a qualitative study. Any researcher can do a study using naturalistic observation of children playing on the playground. This in turn will provide them with information as to what they are looking for, such as how the children get along. If there is bullying going on and things of this nature, I will be watching children play on the playground at Burger King for a period of 1 hour. I will take notes as to what I have observed. An open-ended question that I would ask an adult would be, was there ever a time in your childhood that you pretended when you were playing, and if so, how? The question would require the person to do some thinking before answering. Conclusion. It is also important for a child to use his or her imagination, because this will help them to develop needed skills that they will use later in adulthood. The child should be taught that even when they are playing, either alone or with other children, that there are rules that have to be followed. It has been proven that it is healthy to use one's imagination, and it does in fact promote therapeutic results.